codes. Killer Queen Antique Jewelry. Jewel School. We're back in Jewel School. Just a brief, we're going to go over some glass, some crystal, some rock crystal quartz, do a little bit of glass identification, how to tell lead crystal from quartz crystal with just a diamond tester. Come on in and say hello. I know I just put it up and you're probably all shocked. Oh my God, what is she doing live? Do you know what, honey? I think you're the only one here right this minute. Oh, nope, Christina's here. Hi, Christina. And Terry. Hi, Terry. I know I'd get a few of you in. And those of us that are here, well, I guess we're just going to hang. There we go. I'm just trying to straighten out the desk. Get this lighting. Oh, it seems dark. Oh, YouTube. Oh, YouTube. Hey, we're going to sit here and chat for a little bit and see how many people we can get in. Said 20-some people saw the video so far. I only put it up like 20 minutes ago, which, you know, that's not bad for reaching people. You're all probably at work or, you know, busy doing whatever you're doing at home. God, thank God you can't see the rest of my desk. Woo, have I been busy. Well, my husband told me, was it Tuesday that we could go away. Oh, 2 days of oh no, last day of vacation. Boo-hoo. Did you go anywhere, Terry? Were you able to go anywhere? My husband told me the day before we left, Tuesday, that we could go to Gloucester, so I could go to upstairs, downstairs. I literally thought that I was going to have to deal with the owner of the store, not his sister Ruth. But luckily, Ruth hadn't taken off for her vacation to the States yet. So I did get to deal with her. Oh, the mountains are beautiful, especially this time of year. Do you do outdoorsy stuff like fishing? I love to fish. My husband's not a fisherman. And sadly, with this job, I'm very busy. Let's see if we can take this back and maybe lighten it up a bit. I just pulled out some Millefiori, some wedding cake. These ones here that are off to the side, aren't they gorgeous? They're almost like a cat's eye. Or a star, like a star sapphire. You know, I've had lots of people say to me, why did the Czech try to copy gemstone? Okay, these are like star sapphire. These are like jadeite. They look like fine green apple jade. Let's pull out some other. I've shown you carnelian glass. Oh, heck. Let me get the drawer open here. No, those are actual carnelian. We've got these are Czech glass pools of light. Now let me grab out the real deal. These are the quartz. Same pools of light on my hand, yeah? Now, if you didn't know how to tell the difference between the two, would you really know the difference between the two? That's real rock crystal quartz. This is check pools of light glass. Absolutely. I mean, to the untrained eye, they look exactly the same. But it's really easy to tell them apart. First of all, when you hold them in your hand, the quartz is much heavier than the glass. Let's do that first. Glass identification and quartz identification just using a diamond tester, which I just had in my hand. What did I do with it? Don't you guys have to love that I can lose something while I'm sat here? I opened a drawer and closed a drawer. Here we go. El Cheapo. I think this was 10 pounds here. We'll wait until it warms up. First, let's explain a diamond tester. When you turn it on and you're waiting for that lamp to be ready, I can do it in a blink of an eye. What this is doing, the tip is heating up. So even though rock crystal quartz is ice cold, it will register that it's a gemstone. Even though lead glass is cold, it will register that there's the presence of lead. And we'll show you that. We'll test regular quartz. We'll test regular crystal. And this is glass, and that is quartz crystal. So I'm going to teach you how to do it with the diamond tester. I've done this before, but, we get new people, and they, don't know how to go back and grab that content. I need to start tagging videos when I relate back to a video. I need to attach and tag that video to it. Like if I tell you about quartz testing or lead crystal testing, then I need to attach that video to it so you could go back and refer to it. You don't have to dig for it. I'll do it. So, we're heated up. We're in business. Now, are these an exact science? No, they're not. Are they 100% accurate? Nope. But they're as accurate as a Presidium, which last time I checked, Presidium are nearly $300. That's a heck of a lot of money to tell you the same thing that this machine, I think these are like maybe $12, $15 in the States. Now, I like to put one bar on just to register on the scale. First, we'll do glass. And let me show you so you can see it. Now, there might be a tiny bit of lead in there, or it's just registering that it's getting some kind of temperature. Yeah, $9. There you go. Okay. Make sure that's not quartz. Nope. I can always tell by the temperature and the weight and by looking at it, but I've looked at a lot of it. Now, this is lead crystal. And not high lead crystal content by, it's only going up 2 bars. Now, let me grab some lead that'll actually go up further than that. I'll bet this does. The older always does. Guess what? It's not lead. Guess what this is? I've never tested it. I just got it in. It's rock crystal quartz. Now these are lead. There you go. That'll tell you the difference. The small beads are lead crystal. That happens a lot though, Christina. And the larger beads are rock crystal quartz. You have to check. They used it regularly, rock crystal quartz in place of lead crystal. Oh, darn you. It's so slippery. Oh. Oh, it's like a presidium. It's a pain in the butt. There we go. Get it at an angle. Hi, Jeanette. We're just testing. I'm showing you all the difference on how to test glass, rock crystal, and lead crystal. And we found out that that new pretty pink necklace is not only lead crystal, it's lead and rock crystal. So the larger beads are quartz. Go back down, you. See, are they perfect? No. Are you going to make a liar of me? Maybe they're not all. See, sometimes you have to test every single bead. No, now it's just registering that way. Sometimes you have to turn the machine off and restart it. Yep, it's only going to 4 now. It didn't want to go to 5. Okay, so the difference, we're going to go to the lead crystal. The colored ones are probably just glass. They are. Eat. What a pain in the butsy. Slippery. It's glass. It's crystal. Okay. Now those are lead. And glass, 1 bar. Because we had it up 1 bar. So it's only going up 1 bar. I mean, 9, 10, however, they're cheap. They're cheap. You do not need a presidium. It's silly. Let's say I didn't know the glass from stone, Now, what you want to look for are the bubbles. Can there be a bubble in quartz? Yes. But are there going to be loads of bubbles like there are in glass? No. And the older glass, just like old glass windows, how old glass windows were bubbled, they didn't have the control over the heat like they do now. So that's why they're more bubbled. Oh, yay. Oh, your dad's doing better and Terry's dad's doing better. That's wonderful. Ooh, shut off, you. Now, the wonderful checks, not only did they make, pools of light and clear, this pink is called Rosalind. And you can see the pools. Oh, and it doesn't just come in pink. Of course not. Here it is in aqua. Talk amongst yourselves as I rattle through my glass drawer. Because, of course, I want to show you opaline glass. And it's tangled with everything. Now, here we go. I mean, there are so many different versions of it. But it glows like quartz glows. And I always tell you, you can always tell the antique glass from the new glass because it feels like butter in your hands. It's so well finished. There are no rough edges. I always am tempted to send, when you buy a piece of antique glass, to send you a piece of new glass with it. Once you touch it, once you feel antique glass, new glass just feels crude. And I don't mean faceted glass, of course. So, with saying that, I will have, on Sunday, I will have some Czech crystal available for those of you that aren't here with us and will watch back. And there will also be some, did I say Czech crystal? Czech crystal and rock crystal quartz. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. You could not say a more apt thing, Terry. Everyone should have a colonoscopy. Over, like, the age of 40, I think they recommend. And if there's a history of it, of course, sooner. My dad, of course, passed of prostate cancer. And my sister and I were young. Christina, I do believe you do have a jadeite necklace. I love, listen, they made, when people ask why did they do it, because the glass was less expensive than buying jade. So they were less expensive alternatives to the expensive gemstone. This Rosalind is stunning. Terry, I think it was 38. 38 years old when I had my first one. And I don't eat a lot of red meat. And what they said was, you've got a really clean colon. I was like, oh, wow, I guess that's good, huh? Yeah, if you eat a lot of red meat, I would advise that you probably have it a little sooner. Let's pull out some more wedding cake. I mean, this is not these aren't my bead drawers. These are bead drawers that are available for sale. But what I am showing you guys is the difference between not only the identification of the piece, but the difference in vintage and antique. And how to identify them. And the easiest way I'm going to tell you how to identify Millefiori, which is what all of this is. How to identify vintage from antique. It's pretty simple. Very simple when it boils right down to it. Now, if you're going to say, oh, some of it has bead caps and, Yes, some of it does have bead caps. These are the antique style of bead cap. My dad went to Sloan Kettering and they gave him 18 months, Christina, and he died 18 months to the day. So God bless your mom. Hi, Miriam. Hey, honey, I saw your email. I will tomorrow, when I have a bit of time in the morning, I'll update absolutely everyone that was shipped. You were shipped 3 or 4 days ago. You should have it by Monday or Tuesday. Most of the people that got their notification have told me they're going to be delivered then. PayPal, listen, I put it in, but PayPal is not notifying you. So I'll just go back through email and do it. Devon Jewelry Treasures. Are you here in Devon, England? I can't wait to hear this. Well, Jeanette, I have you pretty much packed, but I knew there was a sale coming up Sunday. Christina has shipped so many. There was a big long list. Poor Victorian Gold. She wrote me about her bracelet, and yes, she's already shipped some. I will update all of you by email. PayPal is PayPal. Torbay. Wait a minute. I'm in Paynton. Oh yeah, Christina, you shipped. Absolutely, and your daughter's necklaces. Yeah, I'm in Paynton. This is cool. I love to have people close to me. Yeah, Jeanette, there's so much. If I know people are like afraid to comment on stuff because they're afraid someone will like snipe them. It is a very small world. Of course, I'm American. You're probably British. My husband's British. I'm kind of British. I've been here for almost 11 years. Yeah, oh well, to be in Torquay, yes. Absolutely small world. Do you have a YouTube channel? Should I link you? Put your links in the channel? Or do you just sell online? Or hi Lily. My Lily, Lily hasn't shipped because I'm waiting for Lily's gift to come in. Should come in tomorrow actually. Yeah, well, it's an auction. People will bid. That's the nature of it. Here's the thing, if I give you guys a buy it now, you know what happens. Somebody gets it, and then everybody else that wanted it is disappointed. So what I do is start it as low as I possibly can. Sometimes it goes for the opener, a lot of times. It's just whether or not, there are more than one person who wants it. No, Lily, no, I'm waiting for what I asked you about your gift. You'll see tomorrow. I should have it by tomorrow. Because I'll have more. What I ask you, I don't want to tip my hat. You some of you asked me, I'll tell. Some of you asked me about acorns after we had those fabulous amber acorns, and I was able to source gold acorns, gemstone acorns that were either silver. And since they're good luck, of course, we wanted to offer Lily one as a gift. And she told me to surprise her, but maybe I'll just show you and then you could pick that way. Now, the amber acorns are rare and mostly Victorian because we know they didn't carve a lot. Oh, Lily. Oh, yeah. If I ship you Monday, you'll get it way before then. It's really, the mail's been really good. I shipped those, I think, Tuesday, and Deanna told me that she'll have hers by Monday. Hi, Lucia. I almost called you Lucia. Oh, my dear Jesus. Your name's Lucia. Oh. So, back to the Millefiori, which means 1,000 flowers. Once upon a time, it was called mosaic glass. Because it looks like a mosaic, doesn't it? And the only reason that it got the name Millefiori, 1,000 flowers, are these flowers that are created with a cane. Do I have a cane of glass here? No. Can I? Yeah, I can pull up. I'll pull up a picture on my other phone and show you all. So let me pull up a Millefiori cane. That's how we'll show you. They're called murine, and the singular is murina. The canes of glass. So let me call up a Millefiori cane. Now what they do is take all of these little pieces of glass, and under a flame they heat them together and shape them with rods over the heat and fuse the glass together, which produces these. So with the same principle, they'll put a copper rod. They'll start it on a copper rod. And they'll put it together with heat. So if you look closely, each of these individual flowers is actually a cane. Do you say your name Coel? Am I pronouncing it correctly? So the simplest way to identify vintage Millefiori, hey Jane, from antique Millefiori, the simpler the bead is, i.e. one flower or 2 flowers, it's vintage. You can identify the bead caps. You know, sometimes the bead caps are a dead giveaway. These are vintage. You can tell the bead caps are newer compared to this bead cap. You can also identify it just like pearls by pulling the bead cap back and seeing how they're assembled. And if there is a white acid residue, then that'll tell you that they're not true Murano Millefiori, that they're either Chinese, Japanese, Czech. Listen, they're so copied, you have to be so careful. Now, when you pull the bead cap on this one that's antique, you can see that it's got a large... The reason they're using the bead caps and the beads is because there's a large hole at the end because it had a copper tube through it. So the more smooth they look without gaps, the more desirable they are. You know, when there's a lot going on and it's smoother. It's meant to look not like a patchwork quilt that somebody threw it all together. The smoother the bead, the more that the glass flows, and the more detailed it is a way to identify the difference between antique and vintage. Christina, I'm sure you know that the glass in between is the end of day. The little beads are the end of day. And the reason they called that glass the end of day, it was literally the end of the day. And they would take all of the glass scraps that they were working with and fashion beads out of them. Sometimes it's called slag glass as well. Having it slide a bit, do you mean so you can peep into the glass? So you can peep into the end? That happens with age, Jane. It actually, the silk will stretch. Mainly they've been threaded on silk. Now, I've had beads that were threaded on, you know, roll gold. You know, these are threaded on roll gold. And if you missed it, these are Czech star sapphires. Oh, Lily, I hate to hear that you're having surgery again, honey. Yeah, we definitely want to get your good luck acorn to you as quick as possible. Hello, Pack Rat Queen. Yeah, it's a wonderful hospital. They've done such a great job with you so far. Now, I've told you these are a new strand, and I bought them, even though they're vintage and they're not antique. I bought them because I have so many of you who love purple. Now, another way to tell, this is actually Murano glass. Well, you can see they're glass. I like lilac. I'm not a purple. I'm not a purple person. Can I appreciate the color? Of course I can. But I do love lilac. I'll personally wear lilac. Lilac and lavender, but I'm not a purple person. Now, if I haven't answered something about Murano, I know the oldest beads are more opaque. There are two types. The ones that are called Moretti always feature a star. Now, once upon a time, that was a family and a family name, Moretti. Ah. Oh, no, you're hip again. Oh, you poor girl. That's how we started. Wasn't it your hip to start with? Ah, okay. Like a tune-up. Dear God. A tune-up. I'm going to need a tune-up. I know I'll end up with 2 new hips. 2 new hips, 2 new knees, probably 2 new shoulders. A bionic woman. A worn-out woman, more like it. It's terrible that we wear through our parts. But a bit of a godsend that they're able to repair it. Okay. Antique. If you want a screenshot. If you can ever get your hands on these beads. Oh, dear. God bless her, Terry. I'm headed there, honey. I'm 59 and I'm wearing out parts right and left. It's terrible, but true. These are antique as well. Of course, these are antique as well. Some of these, oh, they're just so fabulous. Oh, my goodness. I love these ones with the gold stone. Yeah, yep, that's what happens, honey. They do one side and the other side compensates for the bad side. And then you wear out your good side. Like, can you win? These are, of course, antique. These are a little bit older, but still vintage. Now, once we hit the 1960s, from then on, it is really difficult. Now, do I even have some new Millefiori? Probably not, because I don't really go for it. But you can almost always tell the newer from the clear, when it has the Murano clear glass, and then it'll have bits of the Millefiori. Because now they're able to use molds. Oh, the antique faces. Jane, those antique trade beads. I don't even know. I'm sure I have some of them here because I do love them. They actually have faces made like Millefiori, but they're faces in the glass. And they're antique African trade beads. Because once upon a time, yeah, you did buy it from me. Once upon a time, the glass would be made in Italy and then sent to Czechoslovakia to be finished because the Czechs were so good at fire finishing, making the bead look smooth and glossy. So that's why they copied each other's styles. It wasn't because, like today, in business, someone copies what you're doing because it happens, Lily. Hi, JY. It wasn't because they were copying because they said, "Oh, look at that! Look at those Italians. They're making great glass and making great money." They said, "Oh, we're going to finish this glass, and we think we can make it, and we'll make it our way." Not it wasn't like, I hate to say China today, but you know how the Chinese copy everything and make it cheaper because they have cheap labor. That wasn't the way. It was because they were actually doing the finishing and they wanted to, try and do it their way. So if you have any questions about Millefiori, we'll hold for a minute. Then we're going to move on to wedding cake, which usually when I get wedding cake, I sell it as quick as I get it. So unfortunately, I don't have a ton of wedding cake here. Wait, I just found some Czech. So we can do a little bit of identification of that. The difference between Czech lamp work and Italian lamp work. Now, of course, this is Czech jade glass or jadeite glass with applied lamp work. The little rosettes. Now, I think I presented this necklace once and it didn't sell. And I was like, oh, that's a sign that I should keep it. I just pulled it out and thought, wow, it really, really, really is gorgeous. Really? Even my grandmother always loved Sacramento. The grandma we were talking about the other day that went to Auckland, New Zealand, trying to go to Oakland, California. Hey, Kim. Okay, let me get the oldest example of wedding cake here. Probably these lemony yellow ones are the oldest. Well, I'll tell you why it's called wedding cake. Now, do you see the swirls of glass? Like icing. The first beads were white with applied flowers. What's white with applied flowers? It looks like wedding cake. That's why they're called wedding cake. What it is lamp work. And lamp work is when you take fine glass and apply it. And you take fine glass and apply it to a bead, to an existing bead. Now, over time, this one is Art Deco. It got glitzier and glitzier. They used more of the gold. Argentium glass, which, or, you know, we also call it goldstone. So it's really thin applied glass that's been applied hot to the bead. Hot, like, you know, flame, under flame. I love these black. Now I've got to pull a really rare bead out for you. I need to find them. I was showing Deb, who loves the color purple. I have wedding cake beads here that are Italian lava. They're lava beads. And they have actual lava in the bead. And they're wedding cake. What have I done with them? Should have dug all this out when I decided that I was going to do the jewel school today, didn't I? Shouldn't I? Ugh. I'm not even sure what I've done with them. I know I put them aside because I was... the two rarest colors in glass are red and purple. They're the hardest to make. Now, while we're talking about different techniques in glass, these are Murano glass. And the rare bit of these beads is the latticino. And that is that fantastic swirling that is going on in the glass. This is a type of cased glass, which means glass in glass. If you find anything latticino, scoop it up. It's a rare glass. Why didn't I pull out? I've like really my glass. Why didn't I pull my glass out? Because I have some really rare examples of glass. We'll have to save that for another video, huh? And I also realized that I've only got like 2 or 3 pieces of iris glass that I was telling you about at the end of our last show. Now, is iris glass an example of cased glass? Yes. If you've ever seen antique marbles that have the latticino, the swirling going on through them. Antique marbles are worth a lot of money because of the technique that was used in them. And of course, the ones that aren't completely battered to death that were used during playing a game of marbles are worth more. So the better condition they're in, and the better that you're able to see through the glass and see the work of the master glass makers. This is, of course, lead crystal. Love a bit of iris glass. Iris glass, they call it rainbow glass. And Pack Rat said, oh, I think we call that uranium here. And I said, well, some iris glass does have uranium in it. And then, of course, some glass is just straight up uranium. Now, this is a type of cased glass. So glass in glass. And you can see that it's colored, but it has that green center. Hi, HC. a green center or a yellow center. The rarest one, the bicolor, is when they have cadmium, the pink and the purple when it's cadmium, and these will glow red. And then, of course, these glow green or yellow. Now, if you have a UV light, the highest concentrations of uranium are in the oldest glass. So even with all of the lights on here, you're going to see the color change. These are just beautiful beads. And listen, I'm not trying to hoard my glass to myself. I have not been presenting glass for about a year. I've kind of backed away from it. And, we spread out to other things where, I'm offering gold. And, of course, I've always offered sterling, but now I'm offering more gold. And, we've branched out with our antiques. Everyone seems to love the Scottish, British sterling silver. We've just presented so much and I've left my beautiful glass by the wayside. Of course, this is meant to look like citrine. And it's citrine pools of light. Honestly, especially in the summertime, like if it's hot, I won't leave without a quartz necklace. Yeah, they kind of do look like Jell-O. Now, this is gorgeous iris glass. And I'm trying to think of what the name of this glass is. It'll come to me. Looks like rutilated crystal. Oh, Lordy. Why can't I think of the name of this? It'll come to me. I'm just having a senior moment here. What is camphor glass? True camphor glass. Do I have some camphor glass here? I'm sure I do. Let me pull a piece of camphor out. Oh, wait. Where are my necklaces at? Are they in here? Let's see if I have a piece of camphor glass in here. True camphor glass was actually treated with camphor vapors, and that's what made it look foggy. They're not salt crystals, Jane. They're, oh gosh. When you researched iris glass, honey, what did it come up with iris glass? I'm drawing a absolute blank. Russian rhubarb atlas. There you go. Hello, Deb. Rhubarb. They also call it cathedral, but cathedral is quite often clear. You don't see it that often. Cathedral is usually quite clear, and then it will have those color canes running up through it. you've got to come right in and see into the glass, because it's actually a clear bead, and then that frosted striated glass is applied to the outside. So you'll start out with a clear bead, then they'll apply the color, and then they apply that striated glass, rhubarb glass. Of course, I taught all of you, and then I'm like having a brain moment there. So it's called rhubarb or Atlas, honey, or Russian rhubarb or Russian Atlas. Hi, Colleen. That's a form of opalite glass, but the Italians developed this. When it was hot, they would shock it in ice water. And they got so good at it that they could actually make the glass look shattered, but it wasn't. So it's opalite, but Italian style. Now, two most prolific manufacturers of opalite were the French and the Czech. And sometimes the only way to tell them apart is if they have the original clasp. The French are almost always a round barrel clasp. Let's see if I can find you an example of that. Here we go. This is a French clasp. Yep, the one to the left was Czech. Yep, absolutely. Satin glass. Let's see, there's some foil glass. Which actually has foil in it. And that's meant to look like opals. That's foil opal glass. I'm not even sure if I have fire opal glass here. Well, you know, I could drown in it, especially these, like I said, these are my sale drawers. These aren't my collection. Deb, you wouldn't know what the heck I did with the lava glass. The rare lava glass that I was showing you. It's probably in a project. Yeah. Who knows? Who absolutely knows? Honestly. Okay. So I don't think I've ever hit that with the UV. Let me hit it and see if there is any uranium in there. No. The Atlas glass will light up only because it's white, but there's no uranium in this one. I have had Atlas glass or iris glass with uranium in it, though. I probably still have some here. I can't believe that I would part with it. So, Italian wedding cake, Czechoslovakian lamp or wedding cake work. Another example with the goldstone argentium. Just trying to clear some of this away. So these beads are all Czech. And Art Deco. These are some of my favorite. They're a lamp work. They are a lamp work bead. All of that, it's almost like a dust. Powder is applied to the glass. In Art Deco jewelry, yes. Yep, they were embracing color. Something we do far. How many of us dress in black or gray, or in my case, I dress in white a lot? How many of us dress in something neutral? When it's color that brings life to your world. Well, Terry, you probably wear blue and black because the color blue probably suits you. And it's one of your favorites. How many people wear their favorite color? I like aqua and turquoise because that's the color of my eyes. Look how nasty this velvet gets. Ugh. I didn't want to do like the whole time on glass, but I did want to go over some of that with you. And the last thing we're going to go over about glass is I'm going to talk to, I've explained this once in a live. Let me find a rock quartz with even a bit more faceting than this one. Here we go. We'll use this example. You can find the necklace that says that it's rock cut. That does not mean that it's quartz. That only means the style that it was cut. Rock cut are these facets. This is glass. But these facets are cut so sharply that they can actually scratch glass. They can scratch other glass. Now this necklace is rock cut. But this necklace is rock cut crystal quartz, which means it is quartz. It is a real gemstone. And it is clear rock crystal quartz that's been rock cut. Yeah, say that 3 times fast. And what else this fabulous treasure is, it has dragon's breath seed beads. Now, the ring that I had in the preview, oh, what have I done with that beautiful ring? It's probably here with the silver it is. This is dragon's breath glass. Now, how can you tell antique dragon's breath glass from modern dragon's breath glass? Do I have any modern out? Ooh, I should have done this. I really haven't. Let's see, do I have any modern out? Not right in front of me. Poop, poop, poop. I'm going to have to teach you the difference. The easiest way, the Mexican dragon's breath glass, the modern stuff, it has a lot more purple. And you can tell that this glass is more pink. And the breath is purple and electric blue. Now, the modern dragon's breath doesn't move. It moves like it's more like a fog. It doesn't move with the glass like the antique does. The rock quartz, honey, the one with the dragon's breath, I haven't given a price on it yet. I won't give a price on it until Sunday with a start bid. I don't pre-sell things that I haven't shown before. If I've shown it before, I will absolutely give you a price or a buy it now price on it, but I've not shown this piece. So after I show it and give a price, if it doesn't go at the sale, then, you know, it will have a buy it now price. Now, where I've had dragon's breath beads, Lori actually has the necklace. Lori has the dragon's breath beads. She has an entire beaded necklace of dragon's breath beads. And it is the most incredible thing. It's not one stone, it's an entire necklace. Lori, I saw one on eBay US recently. Sale is Sunday, yes. 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 2 p.m. Eastern. So that make a 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. Lori, you have to look. It is that strand is $1,000. And the only one I've seen in the wild. Oh, thank you, Ellie. Yeah, this is a phenomenal piece. Now, I still probably have 20 rock crystal quartz necklaces that I can offer on Sunday. Yep, girl. And that seller will get it because you know how rare they are. So that's a bit of the preview. We will have more quartz. I will have, now this is rock crystal, rock cut crystal. It's fabulous. It's rock cut, but it's lead crystal. Does it look like quartz? Absolutely. But it's not. It's lead crystal. I wish it were, because that would mean that it was cold too. Then I have people tell me, oh, it's the fancy cuts. The fancy cuts are always the, or quartz. Fancy cuts. Lead crystal. Beautiful. I love lead crystal. Nothing, it doesn't, rock quartz does have rainbows. It will produce rainbows, but lead crystal will blow it away every day. Just like lead crystal will blow glass away every day. Glass, lead crystal. Lead crystal has the fire and the brilliance of a diamond. It's not, 10 on the mole scale. It's not, it doesn't have the definity, the light show of a diamond, but it has all of the colors of the rainbow in the spectrum. Lori's like, nope, not selling mine. Even if someone gave you $1,000, Lori. And I forget what she got. Did you get it for two or 300? Yeah, lead crystal definitely shines brighter, Terry, for certain. Okay, I think we're going to move on from glass to, I'm going to explain any of the pieces of the haul that you had questions about, if I can. I'll hope to try. Now, we always have expectation and reality. Shall we call it expectation and reality? Uh, the expectation is that these were 9-carat gold. I wouldn't either, Lori. I really wouldn't. It's so flippin' rare. I really wouldn't. Sorry about the lint and things that are on them. Now, these do magnify very well. How they are. But a lot of people will go and have their prescription put in them. And then you can actually use them. Or they'll have them, because they are antique. These are Edwardian. They're not 9-carat. They're rolled gold. Which is still wonderful. They were 9-carat. I could get 1,000 pounds for them, which is about $1,300. The fact that they're rolled gold, no. The start bid will be around 1/10 of that. Are they still fabulous? Would they look incredible on a gold chain or a rolled gold chain? Absolutely. But XRF, it tells all the tales. These are solid sterling silver and Victorian. You can always tell Victorian design from Edwardian design. Edwardian, they started to get a little bit more utilitarian. The design was a little bit more streamlined and simplified. And if you see fussy, Victorian in a nutshell is fussy. So Victorian, Edwardian. Sterling silver, guilloche, glass enamel, lavender, over machine turned guilloche. The machine turned late Victorian. Yep, Victorian fussy. Do I like fussy jewelry? Yes, I do. I love all those fussy details. Give it to me. Yes, Christina, those are hat pins. Big, long, fabulous hat pins. Now, there's a deco hat pin. Absolutely. Wonderful weapon. Women should wear hats. Then we'd have hat pins to get people with. Have an attacker. My grandmother. Keep talking about my grandma. She must be thinking of me. I hope she's happy in heaven and thinking about me. But she fended off an attacker with a stiletto heel. She put the heel on his forehead. Would you think to take your shoe off and hit somebody in the head with a stiletto? The man tried to kill her. He abducted her. Yeah, he abducted her and took her to a graveyard and tried to physically attack her. And when he bent down to attack her, she pulled her heel, from behind her, pulled her heel off and whacked him in the head with her heel. She knocked him out. She said, I always looked for him. He was a good-looking devil, and he would have had a hole in his forehead. Fabulous weapon. Oh, my grandmother taught us how to defend ourselves. I would have never known the story if I didn't have a pair of stiletto heels on one day, and she said, those make a good weapon. I said, what? What are you talking about, Grandma? Hi, Chrissy. So I think what we'll do we want to go through the sterling first that's going to be available tomorrow? Oh, while I was showing glass, I haven't shown you all. Yeah, probably not, except he had a good hole in his forehead forever. I was able to pick up, I don't get handbags often, but I was able to pick up an Art Deco bag. And the reason I picked this up is not only because it has fantastic little check beads, but so often you find them, they are damaged. This one is fantastic. Leslie, there she is. This one is in fabulous condition. Inside as well. How sweet is that inside? That garland and roses and that dusty pink interior. It's a big handbag. It's not a little tiny one. I mean, I could find a ton of those tiny ones. It just ticked all my boxes. Now, this is the original condition. I wiped it off with a cleaning, wet cloth, because it was a tiny bit dusty, but you can't wash it. Yeah, I've never seen one this big either. And I just thought it was absolutely fabulous. So I didn't get to show you that. I think I'll show you things that I didn't get to show you, that I forgot to show you. Listen, what happened to me was, my husband said Tuesday that we could do this Gloucester trip and that I could go to upstairs, downstairs. Terry, my grandmother used to have all kind of things like that, and I took it for granted. I always thought they were pretty. Leslie, Leslie, Leslie. Oh my God. God bless you. He couldn't have been very old. How awful. I'm so sorry. Honey, that's too young. Oh, dear God. Well, that'd be all the more reason that you need to come in here and hang out with us, and, where it's friendly and everybody's here to support you. I God forbid. Oonsy poonsy, God forbid. Oonsy Poonsy. There's my grandma again. I'm telling you guys, she's thinking of me. I'd be a mess. We were talking about XRF, what the XRF found out. And I was going to show you pieces that I haven't got to show you. But I am going to show you, tell you pieces that I did show you and what I suspected. You look at this brooch, and I said, oh, wouldn't this look pretty in your hair? It's Austro-Hungarian. Some of these are gemstones. These are amethyst. Some of these are like bicolored glass. Do you see the crown? It's a tiara. It's a tiara brooch. It's meant to be worn in your hair. Do you see how it fastens at the top? I knew it was Austro-Hungarian. I knew it from the design, and I suspected that it went in your hair. But it sits on the top of your head. It's a tiara. Could you wear it as a brooch? Absolutely. But could you wear it in your hair? Oh my God. Yes, please. So it's glass and mixed gemstones, as many of the Austro-Hungarian pieces are. Is it not fabulous? I've got to show you again something white so you can actually see the color of those gemstones. Oh, let's find you something white. Here we go. It is a miniature tiara. Hi, Pam. There we go. Get it back there so you can see. That's why I love Austro-Hungarian jewelry, HC. I feel like royalty. Any piece that I wear, I feel like royalty. It's very regal. This ring is Austro-Hungarian. All of it looks and feels regal. That fabulous garnet necklace, Bohemian, Austro-Hungarian. Absolutely regal. Oh, Ashley, don't worry about it, honey. We're here. I was just doing some simple glass identification. Now we're going over some pieces that I had XRF'd and they came back not, let's put it this way, not as expected. I hoped, I just dropped something in the drawer. What was that? I'm scared. I dropped something out of the gold box into the drawer. I have to carefully go through there and find out. HC, I'm not going to give a price until tomorrow, honey. Victorian Albertina. when I tested it with acid, listen, your acids, they're a good indication, but are they the only identification? I used the 14 to 24 karat on it. Now here's the weird thing. I used the 9 karat on it, and some of it tested and some of it disappeared. Then I used the 14 to 24 on it, and it stayed. Okay. Took it in XRF. It's rare, but it's not gold. It's pinchbeck. The pinchbeck pieces we know are rare because they were only made in a certain time period. What's new? No, I haven't given a price on the garnet necklace. It's brand new. Yeah, yes, it's pinchbeck. It is true pinchbeck. I had to have it XRF'd. And it came up as an alloy, and the specific alloy for pinchbeck. Pinchbeck looks just like gold. Christina, she's like, it's not an auction. It's just the school. It is. It's just school. I'm just telling you what came back. Indeed, this is 9 karat. The Grand Tour. Let's see. I always get them mixed up. No, this is the antique. It's heavier. It's an antique 15 karat padlock. That's Victorian. The brooch. 14 karat. The Art Nouveau turquoise and pearl is 14 karat. Yeah, mine too, HC. Mine's 9 months away. Wait, I don't want another birthday that quick. Let's see. There's a new bracelet you haven't seen. And I haven't put a heart on it, but I do have a heart for it. Rose gold. Victorian. Completely hallmark. Double curb. So, like the curb bracelets that we've had. And I still have the long curb. The Victorian curb. This is a double curb. Yeah, Art Nouveau, honey, 14 karat. The Georgian Little Horn of Plenty, 12 karat. I thought 9 because it held in 9, but then when you have it XRF, that tells all the story. I'm going to pull out some of the, okay, this Georgian. The Georgian button, or it's either a button or a pin. You could, they wore it as a button. Hello, Fluff. Hello. Hello. Oh, poor baby. I know. The metal is gold, honey. It's gold all the way through. It's gold all the way through. So when I used the touchstone, I scrape it. Yeah, the gold color. Yeah, it's gold solid through. Yeah, it's not. If you cut this in half, if you cut a piece in this in half, it would be gold. Hi, Lisa. Yeah, pinchbeck is gold all the way through. She's a pain in the butt. She always has to make an appearance. This pin, I'll have to show you how it works. You push it and it comes apart, but you can push it through like a pin. This goldstone is 15 karat. She's always the star of the show. I tell you all, when you call me queen, I laugh because she's the queen. Fluff is the queen. Lisa, that's just it. I have so many pieces. It's just going to be a matter of how long can I stay. I'm not looking at the chat right this minute because I'm pulling jewelry out because I want to show you the gold rings that I have available this week. There's also some gold charms, some gold earrings. Fluff, where's all Mummy's rings at? Are they all here? Maybe they're all here. One gold signet left. Why is that not? There we go. Have to look at... No, it doesn't look bright enough. Okay. The turquoise glass. Antique amethyst. Victorian. It's French. It's all hallmarked in the back. If we want to zoom in there. It's 18 karat gold. Amber and gold. You don't find amber and gold often. Willow opals. I have 2 jade rings. Now, where in the heck is the other jade ring? I had it out. These are called tablets. These ones, when they're carved like that, when they're carved flat and then pierced. The hallmark is on the back like that is because it's French, honey, and they mark their jewelry differently than British or American jewelry. What the flip did I do with that other jade ring? Give me a second, guys, to look around. I had it out. I just took pictures of it. It has to be here. Oh, mamma mia. Oh, this is a pink gold heart that goes with that bracelet. Or is that the 9 karat? No, that's the 9 karat. This is the 15 karat, the big chunker. This thing is, it's 15 karat gold. It's Victorian, and it's a big hunk of heart. It is in the Victorian ring box, which is closed. Here it is. Okay. These are the 2 jade rings available. When it's carved like this, it's called a gourd. Because it looks like a gourd. And when it's carved flat like this, it's called a tablet. These are both Art Deco. This ring is 9 karat. I think it's hallmarked. Yeah, it's hallmarked inside. And this ring is 14 karat. Do I have a problem loving green things? Yes, I do. This is antique and gold and 9 karat sugar loaf chrysoprase. Scottish chrysoprase. Yes, I love green. as you can tell. This is one of the Victorian earrings. Let me look in the box, because if the other earring's not in there, we know it's the earring. And I'll know what to look for. Good idea. Nope. The other Victorian earring is there. Now these are Art Deco. And they're rose gold. Rose gold, Rose de France. And I bought these upstairs, downstairs. And they were beautiful, and they were purple. And I thought someone will love them, but holy moly, they were a lot of money. There's a lot of gold around them, but you know, some of my pieces I pay up for. Ooh, you know what would look, let's see, if that Edwardian. Oh, lo and behold. That gorgeous Edwardian necklace would look fabulous with them. Who wants to hit the jewelry lottery? Now, gold charms. I was able to get a few from Bob. Of course, we had a few, but now we'll have a few more. I mean, because you can always watch the preview back and see what's available from it, but I'm going to show you things that weren't in the preview. Oh, there's more rings. I'll finish showing you the rings, huh? Well, the Edwardian opal, which is never going to show up well. Opals never show up. I'll have to take pictures of it outside tomorrow so you can see how fantastic that is. Edwardian opal, I want to say that's 9 carat. Yes, 9 karat gold. Terry, I hope you do, honey. Art Deco, beautiful cornflower blue sapphire diamonds and platinum top. It's all completely hallmarked inside. 9 carat and platinum. For my people that like more delicate rings. Listen, I've wore this for the past week. Is it absolutely stunning and incredible? Yes. It's too purple for me. The fantastic Harlequin black opal. It's just too purple. Find a Harlequin black opal. Find one and then tell me how much it is. Okay, some antique pieces. We have the fob. The carnelian and bloodstone. Yeah, it's actually bloodstone, that green. It's got the blood flecks in it. This one is Georgian and carnelian. So we have some antique charms and fobs. And there's a vintage hourglass. It works. The sands of time, so were the days of our life. Days of our lives. Well, that's because you love purple. There's a gold coronation carriage from Queen Elizabeth's coronation in 1953. and it's all hallmarked. There's a solid little turtle. Actually, it's not a turtle, it's a tortoise. And there is comedy and tragedy. And none of these are teeny tiny. They're heavy, proper charms. Wasn't there one more? Am I dreaming? Hang on. I just picked these up today. I got HC's that she wanted. Her little elephant and her, well, they're not little. Now, remember how big the charms were on HC's bracelet. Do you remember the big dolphin and the big elephant? These are proper charm size, and actually they're bigger than modern charms. Oh, the hourglass. There it is. That is sterling, Lori. Now, HC's bracelet, they're like pendant size. Try and buy a gold charm today. Please, try and buy a gold charm. It's going to be hollow. It's going to be tiny. And it's going to be expensive. It's going to be real expensive. These are not going to be like cuckoo expensive. Look them up, though. Do a little, comparison shopping. Well, first of all, you're going to struggle to find the Queen's Carriage. The comedy and tragedy is actually, pendant size. The tortoise is solid. And the hourglasses, the ones that I could find, they were crazy money. Chinese, good luck, it's jadeite, 14 karat gold. This would be a fantastic charm. I think it's tiny to be a pendant. Like, if I wore this as a pendant, I would put it with another pendant. But do I think it would be an amazing charm? Absolutely. This would be incredible hanging off of her bracelet. Easily. That's that larger size, day and night Victorian. Just waiting for the right person with a large enough wrist. Because nobody wants to cut it up. Let's see. What else haven't I shown you? What's new that I didn't get to show you? Oh, some more pearls. I just got your bracelet into Bob to get your charms attached. So I will be posting that out on Monday. I showed you, there's 2 strands of flapper now. But you didn't see these huge gray ones. They're large gray Baroque. Entangled. Yeah, your globe charm, honey, and your coffee bean had to be attached. I do not have a torch, or I would have done it myself. It literally takes a couple minutes to do. But then you have to clean the bracelet again because the flux goes everywhere. Not like a big deal. Lori. Yeah, oh, Deb was like, oh, my bracelet. Deb also like picks something and then changes her mind. She loves something, especially when I sell it. I love that. Oh my, oh, okay. Yeah. If she really wanted it, she could have told me, and I would have put it aside for her. I've put so many things aside for her, and then she says, "No, I've changed my mind." Okay, all right, change your mind. These are incredible. Are they small? Yeah, Victorian bracelets are small. If that locket bracelet fit me, it would go absolutely nowhere. It's just that tight. Honey, that opal it's phenomenal. And you know how a lot of opals get washed out in daylight, not that black one. That's when it really, really loves it. This bracelet did not come in this little trunk. I got this Victorian trunk from um, upstairs, downstairs. This little leather, it's wooden, covered with leather. But it was so fantastic and Victorian, and this bracelet is so fantastic and it's Victorian. Well, these, of course, they both are. No, do you know this came with just the paper in it, to be fair. But the bracelet comps that I found online had a baby photo in it. And I've had this little Victorian boy, and he's not been in a locket or anything. Christina, I've only ever seen one. I've never had one. I'm going to let you take a picture of it so you can do your and search Victorian hidden locket bangle bracelet. The example that comes up is not as fantastic. No, it wouldn't. This bright, shiny sterling, it's really probably a sweetheart bracelet, but the bracelet in the comps has a baby picture in it. This adorable little chubby face baby. The comps on this bracelet are $880. I'm not going to ask $880, but it will be the most expensive Victorian bracelet I've had. Because you won't find another one. You know the bangles are expensive. Like you can't find one of these for under 500. If you can even find one for under 500. Yeah, they're rare. Is it going to be for everyone? The sheer size, no. You've got to have like less than a 6.5 inch wrist to wear it. I wear a 6 3/4. I have a 6 3/4 inch wrist, and I couldn't wear it. It's I can wear it, I can fasten it, but it's uncomfortable. Now, if you like a bracelet that fits you like a glove, then I'd say yeah, you can go to a 6 3/4. But if you want to wear it comfortably, 6.5 or lower. They're both phenomenal pieces of Victorian jewelry. Well, I have a lot of phenomenal pieces of Victorian jewelry, to be quite honest with you, but, you know, they are what they are. You're probably all sitting at home going, oh my God. Let's see. I showed you the French opaline glass. HC, you asked about that last time, and I will, I'm not sure if I gave a price on it. But I'll put it up and give a price on it. Oh, Lisa, thank you, honey. Now, since Kim's here, I'm going to show the crystal. Now, that is not a seam. It is a, you can see there's a little doink there. There is a fracture. You can pull on it, stand on it, dance on it. It happens. Sometimes they shatter internally. That was the way that I bought it. But there is the huge, it looks the best with the light going through it, crystal bangle. The Bohemian, I love the fact that it has the Bohemian clasp on it. This little hook and a ring. And you clasp it that way. And then you can actually tie the little silk cord. And then those little silk tassels would hang down your neck. There's the shorter one, and then there's the longer one. Somebody might think I like red, because I do. Bakelite. Oh, where's that other fantastic Bakelite? I have found some images of this. It's Bakelite meant to look like jade. This thing is heavy. Honestly, you would have to put it on a coat. It is very heavy. Solid Bakelite is heavy. Is there anything else I haven't shown you? I think I've shown you. I'll try to do collections. You know, I'll try to do Victorian, Edwardian, Art Deco. We'll break it up that way by eras. Of course, rings, bracelets, I'll break it up into sections. But I'll break it up into sections and eras. And gosh, what time is it here? It is midnight. And since I was up till 3 a.m. and then up at 10 o'clock this morning, I actually woke up before then, but I didn't properly wake up until 10. I think I'm going to call it a night. And you're probably like, call it a night? What's late here? Is there anything anyone wanted to see or wanted explained? Was there something that you wanted maybe more details on? Because that is the point of this. If I haven't properly explained something, or if you want to know something more about, a piece, let me know. And if you don't want to say it here in chat, email me. I do have one ruby ring, Leslie. I have, oh, are you talking about the sterling? I didn't show you any of the rings, did I? The sterling rings, apart from the Austro-Hungarian and the Dragon's Breath. Well, there are a ton, an absolute gluttony of sterling rings. Amber, turquoise, Dragon's Breath, cameo, more amber. That's glass. There's that's antique and a signet. Amethyst, citrine, multi-gemstone, more amber, rare uranium glass. Let's see, more amber. That Kirk's Folly. Aurora Borealis. I'm going to have a lot of Aurora Borealis glass. Almandine garnets. It's fabulous, HC. Victorian buckle. The Moit Trois, that's the ruby. This is ruby and diamond. They are natural rubies. Have they been heated? Probably. They're too nice not to have been heated. But it's a Moit Trois, you know. Diamond accents and rubies. I didn't show you these huge button earrings. Oops. Blue chalcedony earrings. Those are sterling and enamel, and I need to loop those because I think that's aquamarine. I don't think that's topaz. That's that fabulous butterfly waterfall brooch, the Victorian crescent. The Man in the Moon. The antique Man in the Moon earrings. There's more, HC. That's, you know, that Grand Tour piece. Yeah, there are more sterling earrings. Sterling bracelets. Just recap those real quick. The Art Nouveau agate. Sunday, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There's that gorgeous Kirk's Folly. Yeah, there's loads. There's 2 pairs of moonstone earrings. They're vintage. There's that gorgeous expandable buckle that's Celtic. This, I haven't isolated it to an artist yet, but it is an artisan piece. And the reason it has that little ring on it is because it was imported here. So those are British hallmarks. It is a branch in spring. It's a branch in bloom. And I just thought it was so beautiful and unique. I had to buy it. I knew you meant moonstone. I knew what you meant, honey. There's an Art Deco leopard. Oh, those Bristol. This one's perfect for larger wrists and expandable for larger wrists because quite often have the expandable that are so tiny that, they only fit Lily or HC, someone that has really tiny wrist. Yeah, the Bristol. Isn't that is moon blowing cobalt? Did I say moon blowing? Mind blowing. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm tired. Time to go to bed. There'll be a ton of sterling charms. Not a ton, just a fair handful. I'm going to bring out some really cool ones. The Plique du Jour butterfly. Art Nouveau style. Vintage, probably 1980s, but not Art Nouveau. Lots of sparkle because I just feel like we need it. Tell me someone who can't do with a bit of sparkle in their life right now. We all need it. Yes, HC, I do have it. I will have it on Sunday, honey. I did get the mermaid in. I will also have a couple rare Victorian acorns as well. You want the whole tray. Oh, honey, that's not even the sale. There's more. There's so much more there I haven't shown. But that's all for Sunday. I love that. That's proper Aurora Borealis crystal, not the coating. Love, love, love this bracelet. Yeah, the tray is a bit of a mess right now. It's a beautiful mess. And I'll have to sort it all out tomorrow because I'll have to put it where I can get to it on Sunday. So it was wonderful to have Jewel School again. Even though lives aren't good for your channel, having pre-recorded content helps your channel grow. So, saying that, those of you that are left here, I would totally appreciate it if you took the link for this show and put it anywhere out into social media, on your Twitter, on your Facebook, on your Instagram, anywhere. Share it with a friend in messages. Sharing this link actually helps boost the channel. Yeah, the like button and comments are fantastic. The comments after the video are even more important than comments during. Yeah, there's a lot to it. I'd love to grow. I'd love to have more people. Because not just for the sales, I would love to have more people to teach. So do me a favor and reach out. There's if you look at the video once it's up, there'll be a link underneath of it that says share. And then it'll give you a list of options if you want to share it in messages, if you want to share it in email, if you want to share it on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Yeah, share it with your friends. Someone might, who loves vintage or antiques, you think that might be interested. I want to break that cycle that Facebook doesn't that YouTube doesn't recognize lives. as content. I've done probably some of my best content live. I educate all of you in every sale. So if you can share that to, something, anything, message with a friend, email with a friend. It helps the channel. It helps YouTube recognize the channel and put it out there more. I'm going to thank you all for coming in. Wish you all a wonderful evening. And with that, I'm going to say good night. Oh, thank you, Pack Rat. I kept calling you Rat Pack. Deb said, you realize you kept calling that lady Rat Pack. And I said, honey, I was so tired. I didn't even know my own name. Lucia, thank you for being here, honey. My sweet friend Lucia is going to have a sale Monday for those of you who are still here with us. Aw, Autumn. I hope you're feeling better, honey. I will see you all Sunday. Have a wonderful Saturday. And the out of the holder has got to come. Good night, guys.